Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Play Valheim. I'm pretty excited to get started into this game. There's a couple things that I'm really excited about sharing, so I just kind of want to talk about that a little bit as I customize my character. So for those of you who know this game, it was developed by a pretty small company. I think just a team of like half a dozen guys or so. They released it during quarantine for early access, and it just blew up. Basically overnight. I mean, like within a week, they had a lot of attention and whatnot. So while they've had some time to like do improvements and whatnot, I'd say keep in mind that like I'm planning on this being a pretty long series, since there's a lot of different things to explore. They also are coming out with like new updates and whatnot, so just kind of like keep that in mind. But I'm really excited to revisit this. I haven't played in probably since it first came out, so maybe a year and a half or so, maybe two now. I don't know. Quarantine, I've lost track of the days, honestly. But yeah. It's a pretty cool game. It's pretty exciting. Some of the things that I want to try and like check out is, without giving out too many spoilers, there are some major bosses and whatnot, but it also has like a kind of a sandbox feel. So if you guys ever have any suggestions on things that I should try and explore and do, let me know. As they keep updating the game and releasing new stuff, I'm hoping to keep this series going up for a while and explore with those different releases and whatnot. So, I don't know, maybe I want to say a little darker. I kind of like a little bit of like the reddish undertone in his hair. I think that's pretty cool. Oh wow, he can get very bright. Cool. So, let's start. New world. Oh, that is a capital, okay. Oh, I can't do any spaces or anything like that, okay. That'll work. And I'm okay with a random seed. That'll make it a little bit more exciting to explore. So I think there's a little bit of a cutscene here at the beginning. I'll try and speak as little as possible during it for those of you who are new to the game. While it's loading, my idea for this series is basically to treat it like, this game is very similar to like your Terraria or your Minecraft. I'll pause and continue on that later. Alright. Long ago, the All-Father Odin united the worlds. He threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, and split the bows that held their prison to the world tree, and left it to drift, unanchored, in a place of exile. For centuries this world slumbered uneasily, but it did not die. As glacial ages passed, kingdoms rose and fell out of sight of the gods. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard to send his Valkyries to scour the battlefields for the greatest of their warriors. To the end of the world, they would be born again in Valheim. to the 10th World Warrior. I am Hugin, I think, sent here to guide you in your travels. The megaliths surrounding you are the sacrificial stones. They represent the Forsaken, which you must slay in order to ascend to Valhalla. Okay. Oh. These magical stones were scattered throughout the lands by Odin as signposts pointing towards the ritual grounds of the Forsaken. If inspected closer, this one will reveal the summoning space of Elkthir, your first prey. He is a mighty beast, so you need to properly arm yourself before even attempting to defeat him. Okay, he's actually very, very close. But before we visit him, as he said, we kind of want to explore and whatnot. Hugin, the Raven, is kind of like this game's version of giving you like a tutorial guide, but making it a little bit more like lore-y. In the beginning, I'll try and talk to him quite a bit. Just for everyone new out there, so you guys can like see what he says and whatnot. But as things go on, I'll be honest, he gets a little bit annoying. So as we get through less and less, I think I'll rely on his messages. But cool. Right now, I just want to get basic supplies, and then hopefully find an area to build. Okay. Yeah. He's just talking us through about food and whatnot. So in this game, I really enjoy being near water. And in the couple times that I've played through, water is a pretty important component in the later stages. But at the same time, I don't know. A water feature, you can also like limit yourself quite a bit, I think. So I'm very conscious of that, where like, I don't want to build so close to the water that I'm kind of like preventing myself from like growing and whatnot. Because a big component in this game is like building and designing things and whatnot, and like expanding as you go along, kind of like trophy collecting and whatnot. So I want to make sure that like for our starting area, which like we don't have to stay in permanently, but our starting area is something that we can like grow into a little bit. So if we can find a clearing or something. Let's take this guy. Oh, that does nothing. I forgot. Okay, we'll build a club. Okay, we're gonna ignore Hugin for now. I say as I mentioned not 5 minutes ago that we would talk to him a lot. Let's talk to him. TikTok, if your inventory, most items must be crafted. However, due to your recent departure from Midgard, you will have to recall the true shape of objects. Just pick up things, and it will come back to you, I'm sure. My lesser brother, Munin, tells me one can fashion a stone axe out of wood and stone. Okay, cool. So yeah. Just kind of giving us some helpful tips. This area isn't terrible. It's not as flat as I'd like it to be, but we'll put a marker here for now. Oh. I prefer something a little bit more flat, though. Let's go ahead and eat this so our stamina can go up a little bit. Yeah. As you guys will find out very soon, I'm a bit of a hoarder in games. So I have to remind myself that, like, saving up on supplies and using them at, like, opportune moments is a good idea sometimes. But I'll definitely take it to the extreme, right? Where I'm like, oh, I should save everything up and just never spend. What is this? Sisters and brothers of the Shield Wall, lift up your hearts. You are the greatest warriors, chosen by the All-Father himself for your courage and valor. Now death has brought you to a land where you can remake yourselves in battle and toil, winning favor and honor from the gods. Leave your memories to rot in Midgard along with your sins. The finest part of you is here. Very cool. I kind of like this area. I'm thinking maybe down here in the valley. Might be a good spot. I don't know, this like huge hill is kind of bothering me. And there's no water feature. So we'll keep going for now. But yeah, with like things even as inconsequential as like eating raspberries, for this game in particular, like there's a part of me that's like, no, like I don't want to waste it, but like, then what's the point of collecting it? Ooh, okay. This area is looking a little flatter. You know what? I wasn't thinking, but sometimes those structures that we run across have chests in them. I totally should have checked that building for one. Okay. This area is pretty flat. If we are also close to water, I think it's a done deal. Okay, we're definitely not close on this side. Oh. Man, the stamina's killing me. Oh. Don't know why we can't get in there, but that's cool. Doesn't look like there's a chest anyways. Man, I'll tell you what. I'm not super feeling this area either. Ooh, a chest. But we do have access to water. Granted, there's no telling if this is like a large water feature or just a lake. Oh, but I think there's a dark forest in the distance. So that's pretty cool. I'll tell you what we do. We will start building here in that abandoned house with the chest, because that'll save us on a little bit of resources, and we'll kind of like fix it up and whatnot. And then maybe we'll keep exploring in these next few episodes for a bit more of like a permanent spot. So let's see. Definitely get a hammer. And then with the hammer, we need a workbench. So let's get some more wood. Really wants to talk to us, so you've crafted a hammer. With this tool you will raise mighty halls and towering fortifications, hopefully. Start by building a workbench. This in turn will enable you to construct other things. Cool. Oh, mushrooms. Perfect. Well, I was trying to avoid it, but we might need to punch down a couple things. We'll eat a mushroom too. Get some more stamina. Plenty of berries. Alright. There we go. Cool. Alright. Perfect. Exciting, man. I'm excited to start building. Now how? Okay, yeah, that's right. This is for repair. So for my guys who are new, most things in this game will deteriorate over time, to include all the structures that are built around us, and then like the ones like we build as well. And so one, you have to be kind of like strategic in how you build things, so that like your structures don't just fall apart or get attacked. Oh, this guy's like... Come on, okay. There we go. Yeah, there's a little bit of some physics in the game that you kind of have to be conscious of. Otherwise, your buildings are just going to deteriorate over time. Or just won't stand. Which is even worse. Okay. You have built a workbench. The workbench allows you to craft complex items as well as giving you access to lots of more. Is that? To lots of more? To a lot more building pieces to construct with the hammer. I don't know if that's just me or like, maybe I wrote that. But yeah, I would like a stone axe because we're going to need a lot of wood. So let's get a little bit more wood. Let's see. How much did it say we needed? It was either 5 or 10. I think we're good either way. Oh, we missed the, there we go. Okay, stone axe. Perfect. Now, still not the best tool in the world, but, much better than our fist. Yeah, look at that. Feels better already. Something that I do want to be conscious of in this game is that it can be very grindy at times. For any watching, like, especially if you can catch these videos early on, let me know how you want me to handle that. Because as this game goes on, I don't think, like, I want to film every second of me getting stuff, especially if I'm just spending, like, you know, an hour grabbing wood or whatnot, but, like, should I make some of those sections, like, sped up and, like, have, like, a montage so that you guys still know that, like, what I'm doing? Because at least for me, I don't like Let's Plays where, like, it feels like I've been left out of a huge section of a game. But at the same time, like, games like this, where it's not all action-focused, you don't necessarily need to see every single tree that's chopped down. So yeah, just let me know your thoughts. Thing is resilient. Oh. Gotta be careful, or otherwise it's gonna destroy the hut. Come on. Oh, that's troublesome. Let's, we'll eat a raspberry. Just to make this a little bit more manageable. And I forget all that goes into it, but I know we can improve our stone tools. Or, like, we can improve any set of tools. But, the stone ones as well. So let's take a look at the workbench and see what exactly we need to do. Okay, so there's different upgrades that we need to build first before doing that, so that'll be something we have to wait for a little bit. I guess what we'll do now is, the game is adamant about before you can sleep, you need a bed, of course, but you also need a fireplace. Let's see, let's get this. Because this will let us lie on the ground. So, we're going to need to build a fireplace, but, like, build it in such a way that it doesn't harm us while we're asleep. And not only that, like, not suffocate us with the smoke. So we have to be a little bit inventive about the ventilation that we give it. Because while we don't want it to... Oh, that's gonna bug me, the dirt that's, like, over the wood. There we go. Kind of hard to see without any fire, but, yeah, we want it in a way that, like, the smoke can get away, but also in a way that the fire isn't going to be blown out. And some of the designs can get pretty elaborate, so This one we're probably going to have some problems with. All the music just changed, and I'm like... Don't know what that's about. I'm kind of anxious. Yeah, definitely something that we'll have to experiment with a little bit. I think for now... I'm just going to give it like a little box. And then maybe... We'll put these beams here, right? Hopefully that's pretty center. That doesn't look center to me at all. And then we'll give it like a bit of a roof. That'll snap for me. Maybe I should use the other one. That's the idea, but I think I want it higher up. Oh, I broke the crafting station, my bad. Okay, we'll try that again. Oh. Okay, well, he ran away, so we're good. Man, I can hardly even see it. They don't mess around with the darkness in the game. Which I guess is another thing to point out, right? Like, we also want to make sure that we're putting the fire and later on our light sources in such a way that it's, like, conducive for us. But this... Well, it's not too elaborate. Should be enough for us now. See, it says that, like, we have shelter and fire and comfort in the right-hand corner. Oh, but our fire just went out. Probably got blown out because of the wind, or, I don't know, yeah. See, so we're going to have to give it a little bit more shelter. That's awkward. So, there's a river and dreams are live fish. You wake in the morning with your net empty. It's cute. Where is... Did we also break the chest down, maybe? It looks like it. Yeah, see, so a lot of problems with our fire design. We're definitely going to have to improve that as things go along, but I think what we have so far will suffice for now. I think I want my wood, actually. And we'll build a couple of torches. Then, I know our bed's here, but in case we build another bed, I want to mark this on the map. So that we'll always have a marker to get back here. But, cool. Before we get in too much more, I want to keep these episodes at around a half hour. And we are right there now, so... Why isn't this lining up with, Okay. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. As we go along, if you have any sort of ideas and suggestions on what to build, how to explore, or like different like tips and tricks, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.